Statistics, and welcome to episode 2 of Behind the Pink Door, the official behind-the-scenes show for Stop, Drop, and Roll. I'm here today, Wednesday, May 10th, with Linda Pelletier, Steve Chatterton, and Andrew Rossum. Okay, let's go. Welcome our first guest, Linda Pelletier.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Linda.
How are you?
I'm very excited to have you here. Today on Behind the Pink Door, our first guest is local promoter, National Treasure. She's imported. The amazing Linda Pelletier. And then, here you are again. And then, I don't know, Sarah likes when I ask this question, so I'll ask it. How do you know me?
Well, I actually think we would have met in a past life, and maybe one of our dads was the milkman, and then we're actually really related. But in real life, we only met back in December. My groupie introduced us, and we have been like besties ever since.
Yeah, it's so true. I'm so happy. Yeah, because like, you know, running around screaming and everything like that. And then,
so thank you, my groupie.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good job, buddy. Yeah, so you've been working in the live music scene in Toronto for the past 2 years?
Well, not really. I haven't been doing that much in Toronto. I used to have a promotions company on the East Coast called Medusa Promotions. And then I started working the door for various promoters in town like Matt, and working door at Cherry Colas and various venues around town, and bringing a few bands in for some other jobs I've had. But this is my first show back as Medusa Promotions in like 8 years. So it's all very exciting.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you think makes live music so special?
I think what makes live music so special, and it's the same reason what I think makes fashion so special, is that music is a way that people express themselves. And I think it's something that everybody can sort of, you know, people from all different groups, all different walks of life can hear a song and think, I love this song. And I think that music brings people together. And I think that is when I started like becoming part of the music scene in Toronto more, is when I started meeting some really amazing humans. Because I think that us renegades who love music and live for it, we all kind of end up in these like spaces together. And I think that is when world domination can happen, is when all these great minds come together and come up with some really great ideas. And I think music is extremely important because, you know, it helps us through all of our emotions of life.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the point of this room, and it's so weird that all the right people started coming here, and you're one of those right people. And can you please tell me about your big show that you've got going on here tomorrow at Stop, Drop, and Roll, Thursday, May 11th at Stop, Drop, and Roll. Tell us all about the show.
Well, tomorrow night, I know that's probably way too small for you guys to see, but we have Norton Records recording artist Bloodshot Bill, who is coming from Montreal. And he actually just played some shows with Garage Rock Sensations, the 5, 6, 7, 8s in New York. And he's playing with Frankie and Jimmy, who are from Hamilton. And they're coming with, they make this really amazing hot sauce that they sell. It's really good. And inside the hot sauce bottle, you have a free download of their record. And they're like a Delta blues band. They got a steel guitar. They're pretty amazing. And opening for the night is Johnny No Cash, who's also really great. And he's the Celtic Outlaw. And then we have Miss Dolly Berlin, who is an amazing burlesque performer and go-go dancer. She's going to be go-go dancing to the sweet sounds of DJ Castellin, who'll be playing for you some great garage rock tunes throughout the night.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Oh, and we also have sponsors too for the show.
Okay, and tell me about the sponsors.
There's going to be some prize pack from Doll Factory by Damsels, which is a vintage reproduction shop here in Toronto. And Rod and Gun Barbers have donated a gift card. And Cops Records, where music really happens, you know. You go buy your favorite records.
Yay! Also, don't you think it's important that people actually go to record stores and buy records and talk to the other people, talk to the owners, like, talk in the store, how important that is?
It's my favorite thing to do when I go to record stores, is to get to know the person working, and you get to talk to them about great records. It's like an amazing time to go. Everyone should go check out the local independent record stores, because in Toronto you got a lot of gems. Where I'm from, there's like one. Now there's 2, but you know, I used to have to hitchhike to go to a good record store.
Where were you from? Exactly.
I was born in a place called Gary, New Brunswick. Well, actually, I was born in a place called Armagh, because Gary wasn't big enough to have a hospital. But I remember as a kid, I used to hitchhike to the local independent record store with my paper route money to buy records, and that's when I bought my first Sonics record with some of my first.
I love Linda. I love so you can feel like the love of music and like how passionate you are about it. And I'm so happy that you're putting on the show tomorrow. And I'm like, I know it's going to be great. How do you go about putting together a show that really works? What's your process of figuring out the right lineup? Because this lineup sounds amazing. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to put together. Like, I think to put together my perfect lineup, it's definitely something that I don't think it can happen every week or every weekend, because it's like really hard. I mean, all bands are amazing, and I think sometimes it's like really, but to get the right characters together sometimes can be tough. But because I'm doing it on a monthly basis, it's going to be much easier for me to come up with a lineup that I've really thought out, because it's not like I'm doing it every week or something, you know what I mean? So I decided when I wanted to do a show again and start this monthly, I really wanted to have Bloodshot Bill. And then it really worked out that he was able to do it. Yes. And then from there, it sort of all came together. I decided I wanted a go-go dancer, and then I wanted, to have Frankie and Jimmy, because they're, good, they're similar in styling to Bloodshot Bill. And Johnny No Cash. It all came together, and it was like some of my favorite acts all in one show.
Yeah, so I wanted to say that Linda has a monthly here at Stop, Drop, and Roll. Keep in touch with the Stop, Drop, and Roll Facebook page and event invites to keep on top of everything. And Linda, I have one more question for you. Mm-hmm. What do you think we as an arts community can do to get people excited about going out and seeing more live acts?
I don't know, I feel like if you're excited about a show that you're bringing in, I think people will feel the excitement from you. I mean, I don't know that necessarily, I don't know how many people are going to be here tomorrow or what's going to happen, but I do know that whoever comes, they're going to be having an amazing time, and it's going to be super fun. And I think that every weekend here we have amazing acts, and I think that every week people are getting more and more excited because they're seeing really great things happening at Stop, Drop, and Roll, and you have some really great programming, and you and Matt Cooper are doing an amazing job at getting really great bands in here. So I think that also adds to the excitement of the venue. And I think that, I don't know, because I really like Bloodshot Bill, because I love Hazel Atkins, who is a one-man rockabilly act like him, that it's very exciting to me that he's going to be playing in this very room. And, he's played some very big rooms over the years, and I'm very, very excited to have him playing here. And it's going to be really amazing.
I agree. And so I think that if you should freaking come down to Stop, Drop, and Roll tomorrow night to check out Linda's first big show in a long time, that she put a lot of work in, and tickets are at the door.
They can still pick up tickets at till 7 o'clock tomorrow. They can pick up tickets at Rotate This, Soundscapes, and online at brownpaperticket.com. And with that online ticket outlet, actually your service charge goes to charity.
Yeah.
And for any bands this is actually going to be like targeted towards like garage rock, hillbilly, like surf, or like rockabilly. And if you're a band who wants to play, it plays that kind of music, even outlaw, swamp jam, whatever. If you're a band or DJ and you do that kind of stuff, you can contact us through Stop, Drop, and Roll, or email me at medusa.snakepit@gmail.com.
Yay, Linda! You're so amazing. So yes, thank you, Linda. And I'm so excited about tomorrow, and thank you so much for coming into my life. And Mark, wait, we have our next guest coming up. And our next guest is Steve Patterson, the karaoke master himself, host of Karaoke Chaos right here at Stop, Drop, and Roll every Wednesday, joining us to talk about karaoke and all things Toronto is Steve-O.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
I love Steve-O. He's so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We love you too.
I love you. Sarah likes this question. I will ask it. Steve, how do you know me?
Well, we have crossed paths many times over many years, starting the Phoenix and Martin Street, and then the Big Bop, and then Velvet Underground, and then eventually you were a regular of mine at the Karaoke Cult.
I love the Karaoke Cult. Yeah.
Looks like the karaoke cult will be moving into this space.
Yeah, like I've noticed that every Wednesday, more and more people from the karaoke cult are starting to come here and treat Wednesdays a stop, drop, and roll like a religion. Every Wednesday they come to church and they're here. They've battled through snowstorms
and torrential rains and you name it. And they're here.
I love karaoke Wednesdays at Stop, Drop, and Roll with Steve-O.
It's become very fun.
Yeah.
And it's a space now that we can. My idea with the karaoke cult and with Karaoke Chaos is to create a karaoke space where you can do anything. It's just as much performance art as it is singing and dancing and generally projecting yourself, but not to be afraid of what you're going to do, what kind of music, what kind of material you're going to choose, because I have the world's greatest collection of avant-garde, alternative, punk, metal, cult, karaoke. So you've got your choice, and you can get up and not worry what little Johnny sitting at the table down the way from you is going to judge you because you decided to do something weird.
There's no judgment.
No rules.
There's like
no judgment.
There's people in bands. There's pros that come out. There's the kids that watch the bands that come out and act like rock stars. There's an amazing people breaking out of their shell and everything, and everyone's really supportive. And we always have a good time on Wednesdays.
Absolutely.
What is the thing that drew you to karaoke?
Drew me to karaoke. I've played in bands since I was 16 and been on the road for years at a time. And when I finally had to settle down, I needed to find a job in music. And I walked into a karaoke bar and met the person who mentored me in karaoke from the beginning. And I discovered that I had a massive repertoire right off the bat because I've been singing in bands for so long and had been a professional singer for that long. And that I had all the skill sets for karaoke. I was a crew man, I could build PAs, I could set up things, I worked in radio, so I'm a professional announcer. And everything came together into karaoke, and after a few years it became what I do. Who I am.
Yeah.
Steve-O Karaoke, Steve-O Karaoke on Facebook. You'll find all my nights and all my craziness.
Yeah.
And I've even become a guerrilla graphic artist because of all the posters and things that I have to do. It turned out pretty well.
Yeah, so you got to do it all.
I do it all.
Yeah, and
I don't have to split the money with the rest of the band anymore.
Well, yeah, I know. It's the band. So.
That's probably good too.
Yeah, and Sarah has a question here. What would you tell someone who is shy about getting up to sing to encourage them to participate?
Well, usually, first thing I let them know is that I'm there to back them up. I'm here. It's not. I can't really help so much when they're on stage in terms of singing behind them and giving them a boost. But I let them know that I'm there to make them sound amazing.
Yeah.
And that I've got skills on the board that are going to make you sound better than anybody else could. And especially here at Stop, Drop, and Roll, we've got possibly the best equipment in karaoke in possibly Canada.
True story.
The board that we use is like flying the Enterprise. It's so beautiful, and I can make just about anybody sound good.
See? Amazing.
And I let them know that. I let them know that I'm there to, back them up, and I'll come up on stage and rescue them if I have to. But
yeah, I've seen Steve-O in action. It's true. He's fantastic.
And everyone has a voice. That's my belief, that everyone has a voice, and it's just a matter of getting it out there. And it's not a matter of being the world's best singer. It's the sizzle, not necessarily the steak. It's what you put out there and the energy that you give off on stage that the crowd reacts to.
It's true. You see the kids, they might not be the best singers, but they really give her.
They give her.
Yeah, and then I think Toronto's really special. What do you think?
It's the center of the universe. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. What do you think makes Toronto such a special place for music? Because karaoke is an appreciation of music.
It is an appreciation of music and a cross-cultural, cross-genre art, really. Toronto is very much representational of that. It's such a melange of different cultures, different people, different backgrounds, all coming together to become an asshole Torontonian.
Yeah.
And have the rest of the country hate us, but that's okay. They just don't know what they're missing.
I agree. I'm so happy. But Steve-O, I love you. Do you know you're the first person that I booked here? I was painting the walls and sweeping the floor, and I was texting you and getting you in here. I love you. I'm so happy you're here. Every Wednesday, Steve-O does the Karaoke karaoke chaos here. We got the karaoke cult people coming in.
It's the karaoke cult. I think will be moving in here shortly, and we'll have a big announcement about that. And
This
possibly
is a big deal.
Some kind of kickoff party to officially welcome us into the space. And
Best Rockstar karaoke stage in Toronto. Best
Absolutely.
sound, best equipment, best man.
best owner.
Well, yeah. And then, hey, Steve, where can people find more of you and your work aside from here every Wednesday night? Even though I love you here only, but I know you have a life.
More of my shows.
Yeah.
Well, my regular shows. Thursday nights I'm at the Monarch Tavern at College and Clinton. Friday nights I'm at Mayday Malone's, which is a great down-home bar at Bathurst and DuPont. Saturday nights I'm knocking them in my own little bar in the Cadillac Lounge with a beautiful stage and
That's my heart.
beautiful Linda serving the patrons wonderful beverages.
Yeah, Linda works at you.
Yeah, that's right.
And
And more to come. And stay tuned. Steve Dash on Karaoke on Facebook. Might be a Tuesday show starting up real soon.
yeah, so keep tuned to Stop, Drop, and Roll to keep to know when Steve-O's here. He's here tonight, Facebook people. So
Come on down.
come on
We
down.
wanna
We're
see
starting in
you.
about an hour or so.
You,
So
you,
come on,
you,
come on, come on,
you.
all you people. So I've been checking gears. Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. Thanks,
There we
Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here
everything.
early, and
Thank you for believing in me and bringing me here. And
well, you're doing fantastic. I'm so excited. Yay. And I get to hang out with him all night, and I get to sing songs,
Yeah.
and hang out with my friends. It's been awesome. So yeah, come on down, Facebook people.
come on down. Join us here at Stop, Drop, and Roll.
Alright, so thanks, Steve. Up next is award-winning horror writer and bassist of the legendary, I don't speak English anymore, of the legendary Toronto punk trio, the Blackouts. Welcome, Andrew Awesome.
That's like the most exciting introduction I've ever gotten.
Well,
Legendary, award-winning.
well,
This guy.
ow!
It's okay. I'll do it too. So you don't feel left out.
I gotta go lay down now! Cause Sarah,
Welcome to the show.
Sarah listens to what I say and then she like copies what I say and I didn't know I was so funny. Anyway, okay, I hit my head. Okay, I love you, Andrew. Andrew, this is the best Sarah question. Is Andrew, how do you know me? I love the Sarah questions.
We kind of went to high school together.
Yeah, we did.
We did. So you and I sort of went to high school together, and then you went somewhere else. But then years later, we met up in some dingy bar. I think might have been about mine.
You know what it was?
Yeah. And you were like, hey, I've got this band and you play bass and I play guitar, and like you had an actual cassette that you gave me and you're like, these are some people that I practiced with, but like, forget them. You should be in this band. And I was like, let me listen to it because I'm a cool guy and I'll see if I want to do it. And I went home and I listened to it and I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, you're a great songwriter. And then I was like in love with Tina Six, the songwriter.
Ooh.
So we became a band together.
Yeah.
And like we've had like some this. But like now it's all like this. Dun, dun, dun.
Because we went like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
We just need this.
Yeah, there was listen. There's some drummers and there's some drummers. And the problem in every band I've ever been in has been the drummer. Until now.
Until now, our drummer's amazing.
Hashtag red bike.
Hashtag he loved when I hashtagged him hot drummer yesterday.
Oh well. I'm gonna go with hashtag red bike.
Yeah.
You know, because hashtag hot drummer is scandalous.
I know. I scandalized.
It gets all like Tiger Beat all of a sudden.
Well, he is kind of Tiger Beat. if
Okay,
you've
but
seen him.
like let's admit it, we're all just gonna be in Tiger Beat and
You know what I'm
like
saying?
and like pinups and such. I'll be like hashtag hot bassist, hashtag hot guitarist, hashtag hot drummer. We'll like have a little competition to see who gets the most likes or whatever. Because that's how social media works nowadays. No, but like we have a good drummer now. We've had some crazy drummers.
Yeah, we're done now.
Yeah, like that's it. Like we don't want any more no crazy drummers.
Yeah, we got the one.
We actually had some insane shows as well. Yeah, at the very first, when we were fresh meat before we became the Blackouts, Tina and I accidentally, let's say, incited a riot at Steam Whistle, and half the people that came to see us got thrown out before we played.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's fun.
We'll do it
Why not?
again.
Anyways, let's get back to the
interview about
the
things.
pre-scripted questions.
Okay, how did you get started playing in music? Was it the tape?
It wasn't the tape. I was in a couple of bands before you handed me the tape that eventually became Blackouts Toronto.
Tape.
In high school, being a queer youth, I felt like really sort of separate from everyone, and you didn't have a lot of the same experiences that other people had. Like you weren't really dating, and you weren't meeting people, and you like it's different now. But like I'm 40. So this was a while ago, and being gay wasn't as normalized as it is now. So I fell in with a bunch of goth punk kids, and I loved them because they were happy to be something else, and they were happy to be othered in the way that someone who was perceptibly queer was othered, whether I liked it or not. I mean, people just perceive me as queer. So I met a bunch of punk kids, and I discovered Susie and the Banshees, and I thought, you know what, I want to be in a band. I want to play music, I want to yell, I want to make a lot of noise. And that's what I did. So I started a band with my friend Jessica. We went through several iterations, and we played with Liz Heisen, who's now in an incredible band called Acastro, who refers to her strange goth phase, which I love, because I was a part of that.
Yeah.
But it's been great, and through my entire life, music has been a great savior, a great opportunity to express myself and be a part of something else. And playing in a band with you is something I absolutely adore it. Like getting up on the stage here and just playing a couple of songs for people that enjoy it. I mean, like what's better than that? It's great.
Yeah, it's so fun.
It is fun.
It is fun, and everybody actually is happy. What advice do you have for people who want to go out and see live music but don't know where to start? Huh.
Come here.
Yeah, come here. It's easy. We have 100% good shows all the time. Like there's never. You
know what? I feel like tomorrow night, if somebody wanted to come out tomorrow night, they should probably come to Stop, Drop, and Roll and see
Bloodshot Bill.
Johnny No Cash.
That's a good place to start.
Johnny No
No
Cash.
Cash and Frankie Dancer.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I think
a
it's
sexy go-go dancer.
sexy go-go dancers. But I think as well, if it's someone that wants to play music or is thinking about playing music or thinks, I wish I'd be in a band at some point, like you've got to go out and actually see people perform music to get an idea of what's going on and what people want to see and what they want to listen to. And you can't just go up there and do something. So go to a bunch of live shows, support your live music scene, or if you're just a fan of music, go out and see anything, because there's so many amazing artists that I've accidentally come across just by going to a show. It's the opening act and they go up and they blow me away. I went to a show at the Free Times Cafe a million years ago and discovered Ember Swift, Lindy Ortega, and Estero, who are all totally amazing Toronto performers. Ember Swift is now based out of China. Lindy was in Nashville, but now I think she's in Calgary. And Estera's moved to Los Angeles, but they're all incredible singer-songwriters. And you just drop into a show and you discover people that you can be fans of for life.
Yeah, and friends. You meet friends.
Is that where we throw the empties under the table?
Secretly. Nobody knows how many empties are under there.
Ignore it.
Ignore.
Just don't look.
Okay, so anyway, when you came up, the big speech I gave was you're an award-winning horror writer.
I'm an award-winning writer, but not for horror.
Oh,
No, it's still the same thing. So this is where I pitch some things.
Oh my god!
So Mother's Day is coming up. Perhaps you need to read something from the MILF anthology from Riverdale Avenue Books. I just happen to have an intergenerational romance with a milky individual.
Oh my fucking god! You understand my life right now? Everything happens for a reason. Anyway, yes.
I feel like that's an extra episode. So we've got that, and then, you know, if you're looking for some, just look here. We've also got DILF, which is this is actually queer. This one is a mixed martial artist versus a male vampire. So figure that out.
Linda's on board.
I'm so into this right now.
I have a sharing library. Just drop down a stop, drop, and roll. We'll leave them behind the bar. You can read them, have a drink, and see what's happening.
Oh my god, we actually are doing that. But yeah.
And then the horror writing, this is Group Hacks Volume 1 that was put together by the Great Lakes Horror Company, which is a podcast that I'm a part of. There's some amazing authors in here, including Kelly Armstrong, who's a #1 New York Times bestselling author that gave me the privilege of printing some of her work in here, along with cult favorites like Nancy Kilpatrick, Sephra Jerome, Stephanie Bedwell-Grimes, Stephen Pearl. There's some amazing people in here, and this is available on Amazon throughout the world. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that I've been doing. So I figured like horror writer, punk bassist, day job thing.
Aren't you like the best guy in the world?
I wouldn't say that.
Andrew,
like
awesome.
you can.
Andrew,
You can.
awesome. Andrew, awesome. So yeah, where can people find your work? Like, do you have a Facebook page or a website or anything like that?
Well, for the band that we share, people can find us on Facebook at Blackouts Toronto, on Instagram we're the Blackouts Toronto, on Twitter you can find me at GL Horror Podcast for the Great Lakes Horror Company, and then I'm at Andrew Awesome 76 on Twitter, or Facebook Andrew Sutherland.
I love you. I'm so happy that you're
I love
here
you.
today. Get out of here.
You've always got all these crazy things going on. This is one of them. I like it.
I'm insane.
Look at us. We're a talk show.
I know. Because I went like this. Mark, here's a date. Let's go. That's what I did.
Me just told me I had to show up.
That's what Tina says to me as well. She's like, by the way, we have a show. July 8th at Stop, Drop, and Roll with High Heels Lo-Fi featuring your hostess, Genocide. What is it called?
I forget.
I think it's called Drunk Punk Girls.
Yeah.
Is that right? It's something about drunk girls.
I don't know. We're not done yet.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's in July. But
It's July 8th.
well, what I do is I put a date down and then it has to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of like how we've done everything together. It's like, should we have a band? Yeah. Should we play a show? Let's just book it and like we'll rehearse till it happens.
That's exactly it.
It's totally it. That's how you should run your life. You should just set a goal and say I'm gonna do it, and just go do it, because you know what, time passes quickly.
You
It's
have to
not
put
fun.
that date on there.
Have so much fun with all the time that you have. Maybe be a giant unicorn head. Can
Do you
people
want
see
to be
the
on the
giant
show?
unicorn head?
Mark, do you want to put the unicorn head on and be on the show?
I'll put the unicorn head on.
Okay, well, this is Rocco's thing. He's not here.
Let's just pretend Rocco's here. Rocco's from the Beta 58s.
But he's also in the Blackouts.
Yeah, he is this in the Blackouts.
Yeah, if you watch the Blackouts, this is Rocco. So anyway, we're going to say goodnight. And not goodnight, though, because you're all coming down for karaoke right now. And I'd like to say thanks to our guest, Linda Pelletier, Steve-O, because he's doing karaoke tonight, and you're all coming down. Andrew Awesome, who's amazing, incredible. All our guests were fantastic. Come back tomorrow for Bloodshot Bill. You can find us on Instagram at stop.drop. What the fuck? It's so hard to say, but you will find Stop, Drop, and Roll on the internet, on the Instagram, and on Facebook to check out all the great shows we have lined up. And it's true, it's all freaking stacked all the way till September, 100%. This Thursday we got Bloodshot Bill, put on by Linda. Friday night we've got Out of Order, Black Donnelly's, Gag Odor, Toxidectia. I can't speak English anymore, but you can imagine what it would be like if I did. Saturday we've got Onion Face, Royal Fuzz, Jailbirds. Find out all the info and more at Stop, Drop, and Roll on Facebook. We've got so much, it's stacked. But anyway, Stop, Drop, and Roll show was directed by Mark Watts. I apologize for how horrible I was today. And the production team, Jewel, beautiful Sarah Blumenstein, and me, Tina Six. And also all the art in here is done by Stu, Playdead Cult, and I'm Tina Six, and we'll see you at the club. Thank you so much. See you tonight for karaoke. Good night.
Yeah.